Hello everyone, how we doing? And welcome to another edition of the World Cup Review Show with me, Stephan from Wheelie FC. And in today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the games from overnight and, of course, yesterday. But we're also going to be talking quite a bit today about Scotland because if you've been living under a stone for the past 6, 7 weeks or so, the build up has been immense in Scotland to today. It's our first World Cup game in 28 years, and in just over a little over 12 hours, I think, we're going to be taking on, of course, Haiti in Florida at the Hard Rock Stadium, which is traditionally used by the Miami Dolphins. However, tonight it's going to play host to one of the most important matches in Scotland's history. And yes, it is our first time at the World Cup for 28 years. The last time we were in it, I was 12 years old. You can do the maths as to what age I am now, guys. But that's how long it's been. But before we get on to Scotland, we do have to talk about last night's games. First off, we had Canada versus Bosnia-Herzegovina from Toronto. And of course, Canada had their opening ceremony as well. Now, I'll hold my hands up. I've not seen their opening ceremony yet because this may be controversial, but you guys might have a view on this as well. I think the BBC or the Beebs coverage is not as extensive as ITV's coverage or independent television's coverage if you're going back to the old days before it was called ITV. I think ITV's coverage is a lot more extensive. They show you the opening ceremony. They don't just give you a 2-minute snippet of it and then they cut away and discuss more analysis like the Beeb do. Having said that, though, the actual game itself between Canada and Bosnia-Herzegovina was actually a really good game once it warmed up. It did take a wee bit to get it going, I'd say about 20 or 30 minutes or so, but once the game got going, what a game it actually was. Bosnia took the lead through Lucic, and it stayed that way for a good, I'd say about 65, 70 minutes. But that's not for Canada being for the one to try in. They were pushing and pushing and pushing in the first half, especially. We had lots of chances, and the closest one was when the midfielder got into the box, he turned, he shot, and it went skied over the bar. But I don't know if any of you remember Kolasinac, who used to play at Arsenal, what a clearance he had in the second half for Bosnia. So the ball comes in, the Canada player takes a shot, it flicks up off the defender from Bosnia, and for all intents and purposes, it looks like it's going to be a goal. But for the best clearance you will ever see from a defender, Kolasinac stuck his foot out, hit off his foot, and hit against the crossbar and went back down. It didn't even go in the goal. What a clearance that was from Kolasinac. Incidentally, after that, it was all Canada. Canada were pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing in the second half. And in the 75th minute, we finally got the reward through Southampton striker Kyle Warren. He got the ball, he swiveled round, he shot past the Bosnian keeper, and it gave Canada their first goal of this World Cup. But more importantly, actually gave Canada a wee bit of history because that was their first ever point in a World Cup game ever. In any game, be it group stage, knockout, whatever. They got their first ever World Cup point last night, and it puts them top of the group on. I can't remember what it was. It was a funny rule. It wasn't. Obviously, it wasn't goal difference. I think it was on like head-to-head or chances created or something. It put them top of the group. But the question is, we got a good draw to start their World Cup campaign. But the question is, folks, can Canada beat Qatar next week? And can they stay in one of the top two positions in their group? I just don't know. If I'm being honest with you, on the evidence of the second half of their game last night, I could see we've got a very strong chance of doing it, but we need to keep up the intensity and the style of play that we showed in the second half of the opening game yesterday was fantastic, and they need to keep that up to have any hope of progressing in the tournament. Because if they don't, sadly, we'll just fall away at a whimper. Now, that's not to say, of course, if they finish in third place in our group, we could be one of the best placed 8 third place teams that goes through to the round of 32. But I have to say, when they have these hydration breaks as well, folks, it's really just a chance for as well as the players to take on vital fluids because of the heat and the altitude and things like that. It's also a chance for the coaches to gather their players up into a huddle and give out some, let's say, tactical advice. Now, if you saw Canada head coach Jesse Marsh at the 2 hydration breaks, you could see the passion flowing through his veins at a rate of knots. And during the second hydration break in the second half, because there was one in each half, Jesse basically told his team, he's like, we've got them on the ropes now, go for the jugular. So we did. And they got the reward through Kyle Warren. And it was a really, really nice goal too. If you haven't seen it, log on to YouTube and just type in Canada Bosnia highlights. It will come up. It is a really, really nice goal. So, in that group, you have Canada, Bosnia, you have Qatar, and I'm just going to check the other group, so the other teams. Take care, guys. I'll see you very soon. Thank you for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please follow and subscribe. All the social media handles are down below. That would be much appreciated. See you later, guys.